Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It is morning here, guys. It is a Monday morning at the time of this recording. Two Dudes Talking, episode 2. It's not 2.0, but 2.0, 20 in the books, Curry. Can you believe it?
I can't. It's been a hilariously good time. We have you asked me to do this over 20 episodes ago, and we and I said yes, and it's been fun. So I have enjoyed our Monday morning get-togethers.
hmm And we actually skipped a week because last week you were traveling. I just got back from traveling. So, I guess it's okay to go live your life a little while and enjoy that, which is the benefit of what we get to do working from home. But
I would say that it's a greater benefit because I actually had more money when I got home than when I left, and so that's always more fun for me. Is that those residual checks hit, and you're like, "Well, holy crap! Did I even spend money?"
yeah,
And here it is. Here's some more money.
I also got paid while I was away, and I also made sales while I was away, which is the beauty of business automation.
Yeah.
So here we are, episode 20. And before we get into today's topic, please, if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell icon to get notified anytime we upload new content, which should be when we're not traveling on a weekly basis. So go ahead and do that now if you haven't already. We appreciate you. It really does help the channel grow. And we are growing, which is fantastic. All thanks to you guys. And by the way, if you guys ever want a topic for us to sit here and blabber on about, put it in the comments down below because we'd love to hear your ideas. So today we're going to talk about etiquette. And this this could go sideways so fast. We're going to talk about messaging etiquette. We're going to talk about video etiquette when it comes to network marketing. So Curry, I want to talk about messaging etiquette first because man, so here's what, let me give you guys a quick backstory. Here's what happened. I had a Facebook account, which had over 80,000 followers. It was my bread and butter. It was my prize winner for generating leads and sales for my business. And of course, Facebook swooped in and just said, oh, you know, we're banning your account for no reason whatsoever. So I created a new Facebook account and I've been running with that one. And it's slowly building. I'm almost at 500 followers now and building that up, but it's taking a lot more time. But I know the juice will be worth the squeeze. So I'm just putting the effort in every single day, adding friends, adding friends, adding friends. So the point of telling you that is all I'm doing, Curry, you and I have discussed this before, is I'm going after a target market. That target market, those people that I'm adding as friends. I'm not adding my friends from high school. I'm not adding my friends from my neighborhood here. I'm only adding other network marketers. I'm going to those groups, to those pages, to those whatever, and I'm adding other network marketers. I'm going to big network marketers. I'm going into their friends. I'm going into their comments, and I'm finding all those people. I'm adding them as friends. However, in the process of doing this, a lot of these other network marketers who are also pushing their network marketing business are hitting me up in my DMs. And dear Lord Curry, these messages are annoying. People just cannot land the plane. I mean, I literally had a dude reach out to me the other day, and he reached out to me on a Thursday or a Friday, whatever the day it was. And he goes, hey, Daniel, thanks for the connection. What are your plans this weekend? It's like, go F yourself. You don't give a rat's what my plans are. Are you kidding me? So I just reached back and I said, dude, land the plane. I'm like, you're a network marketer. I'm a network marketer. You're going to try to be friends with me or pretend like you're friends with me so you could turn around and you can reverse recruit and pitch me your business. Land the plane. I mean, are you seeing this, Curry? Like, does this happen to you?
Endlessly. It's being taught, man. We got people. There are network marketing leaders for the last at least 7 to 8 years that
Mm-hmm.
have been in this push away from forming. So we back in the day, everybody knew forming, and we talked about it before. And now we're pushing towards relationship building. And we
Yeah.
we have this weird we have this weird need, I want to call it a need to create a relationship before you give the pitch, before you tell them you have something. And for some reason, this doesn't work in the real world. Like in the real world, when somebody knocks on your door to try to sell you a spray cleaner, they don't try to ask about your mom and them. They don't ask about your kids. They don't ask it. No, they're just like, hey, I got this cleaner. Hey, it's like
Can I
there are
drop a
so
bomb?
many.
Just a real quick bomb.
Yeah,
In the
it's just
last
moved on
in the
fast.
last 5 years, I have sponsored over 1,000 people without talking to them.
Oh, for sure. I'm on that same boat.
I
Same
mean,
boat.
did I did I ask how their mom was? Nope. Did they ask me? Nope. They just signed up. It's
It,
so
we, but we've also got to the point where here's the rub. People have emotional attachments to the outcome. And so you have this emotion to the feeling of messaging someone. So somewhere along this journey, you feel something when you hit the send button. You feel, oh, what if I'm bothering them? What if it's the wrong time of day? What if? And you apply all these what if scenarios that you've made up in your head before you hit the send button. Dan, you and I have left that emotional attachment like in the past a long time ago,
mhm,
and we just hit copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, copy paste, whatever, however we're doing it.
mhm.
And I send one message to every single person. Would you be open to my little, you know, hey, would you be open to taking a look? I only treat this like Girl Scout cookies now. Like
Mhm.
that's how I build my business.
Mhm.
And there is no emotion to it.
Yeah.
Others have this weird feeling like, well, they won't talk to me if they don't know me.
Yeah.
They don't need to know you.
Yep. My my favorite is when I tell people to land the plane, watching them try to scurry to come up with like, "Oh, my bad. I just thought we could, develop a relationship and we could blah 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 blah." And they try to like spin it like I'm the bad guy. I'm like, "Just stop. You know
Well,
exactly what's
how about the
that?"
people who tell you, oh, you're not doing this right?
Yeah.
Those are my favorite. Those are my favorite.
Yeah.
People who have done nothing telling me that I'm not doing this right. And I'm just like, oh, how is this shit?
Yep.
Well, you got to build a relationship first. You want me to spend time creating a conversation with you just to pitch you? Like that's what you want me to do?
Yeah.
Why do you want to waste time?
Yeah, or the people that like play like they're offended. And I had one of these a couple of weeks ago too. This guy was in my DMs and I just said, "Land the plane, dude." I'm like, "What do you want?" And he's like, "I'm sitting here trying to, build a relationship with you and blah blah blah." And I go, "Dude, just land the plane." I'm like, You didn't show up here so we could be friends." I go, "Land the plane." He goes, "You know what? Screw you. I'm going to move on to somebody else. I got 25 years network marketing experience and you just lost tens of thousands of people in your downline." I was like, "Sure. Sure I did." It's like, come on, man. Like, just why?
my
Like,
my response to that guy would have been, and you're at the top of what?
exactly.
Like you got 25 years experience and you ain't been at the top of nothing because you're out here still building relationships. Like move faster.
Yeah.
I love these guys that go door to door. I have said this on here. I've said it publicly. I have a 100% rate of buying anything that anyone knocks on my door. If they knock on my door to sell me something, I am buying it today. I don't care what it is.
Hmm.
I love the fact that they will literally go knock on a door, ask a question, knock on a door, ask a question, knock on a door, ask a question, knock on a door. There's nothing that makes me happier than seeing somebody running numbers
They're
like
landing the plane over and
ev-
over again.
over and over again. And it's like, you don't know what somebody's going to do when you knock on a door and have a physical presence in front of you. You
Mm-hmm.
don't know what's going to happen. All you do is have your script. This is what I'm dropping. 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 This is what
Mm-hmm.
I'm dropping. This is what I'm dropping. And it's like, they don't have to have a conversation with me. They don't got to build anything with me. And I am on the belief, and this is the way that I build. I build relationships with people moving in the direction I'm moving. I don't
Mm-hmm.
build relationships for a whole bunch of people to sit over here in this relationship container to just, well, I got all these new friendships, these thousands of people, because
Mm-hmm.
I know the numbers. So I've got to go talk to or say hi to 1,000 people to get a couple hundred enrollments. And that's the new numbers for me.
Mm-hmm.
For other people, you may have to first say hi to 1,000 people to get 10. And then it gets better. And then it gets better because your confidence, Dan loves the word confidence, your confidence explodes and you just start running numbers and you don't care and you just do the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could boil the business down to one word: confidence.
I knew you'd like
It,
that.
yeah, if you have it, you can win. If you don't, you won't. I mean, it's. But the cool part is, and we've talked about this, is if your confidence is waning, you can fix it. So it's again, you got to want to do it. That's all. But yeah, when it comes to sliding into people's DMs, and if you're going to do that, that's cool, and I highly recommend it because it's a great way to build your business. It's a great way to rack up the numbers and get people seeing your offer. Period. End of story. So if you're going to do it, just do it the right way and land the damn plane. And don't be like these people that are sliding into my DMs and they're like, what keeps you busy these days? And it's like, what makes it even for me, what makes it even more frustrating is they're asking generic questions that if they had just looked at my profile, they would already answer all these questions. Like one
Yep.
one girl the other day asked me, she's like, "Hey, and I was like, whatever, I'll entertain you for half a second. And it was a generic like whatever. And then she's like, "Where are you from?" I'm like, and I go, "Just stop." I'm like, "Just stop." I'm like, "Why are you asking me generic questions?" Well, I thought I go, just again, if you actually looked at my profile, you'd be able to answer everything that you already asked me. So why are you wasting time? Land the plane. Pitch me. And then of
It's
course they
tough,
get offended
man.
and some of them
It
delete you
is.
and block you, but it's just like good.
It's
Good.
too hard, man. It's too hard. It is just too hard for people to get out of that. I couldn't imagine a Girl Scout walking up to my door to sell me some cookies, and that Girl Scout walking up and being like, "Hey, this is a nice house. How's your family? What's going on with you? And would
Yeah.
did you enjoy your week? Did you have a
Yeah,
good
what are
time?
you up
Are
to
you
this weekend?
right? What are you up to this week?" That's a good one, dude. It's like, why do you care what I'm up to this weekend?
Yeah,
But
they
they
don't.
just say, "Hey, I got some cookies. Would you like some cookies?"
Yeah, they taste really good, by the way.
They don't know that I'm a diabetic and I still want their cookies. You know what I mean? They don't know. So it's like they knock on the door, they tell you immediately what's going on, and then they go to the next door. And by the way, I love what Dan's doing with his followers. See, they might not buy the first time you pitch them, but you know what? You go out here and build followers who watch your posts and watch your content, and then those people may reach back out to you. They're going to click on links that you drop. They're going to click on
Mm-hmm.
things. Your job isn't to build a relationship with them. It's to literally get them to follow you and then let them know, like, and trust you from the content that you build. Here's, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm
It's
sorry.
it's I knew it would happen with this episode. I did.
Here's the ignorant part. This is what I don't understand is when people literally join a home-based business, network marketing company, whatever, and then they change their background to their network marketing company. They change I work at the network marketing company. They change their photo to be products of the company, and then every single post is an ad. Every single
Mm-hmm.
post is something. No one wants to join the ad. No one wants to join. People want to join people. People want to sign up with people. So your content should be at least 75 to 90% you talking about you telling your story. When you're making content, attract people to want to follow you. Those people who you just added as friends, they're going to look at your profile. They're going to
Mm-hmm.
go look at your profile quick. I know I do. I go to
Yep.
people's profile every day and I look at their profile and I go, do I want to add this person as a friend back? Do I want to have them in my list? Do I want to? And most of the time I say no. I say no, 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 because they've changed their profile to a thing. They're like, well, we're in your company. Why don't you want to follow us? Because you're ridiculous. I almost said the bad R word. Sorry. It doesn't make sense to me. Who's teaching this? Who is the person that is teaching this methodology to build a business? Because they got to be broke as crap. You know what I mean? Like they got to be the poorest network marketer on the planet to
Mm-hmm.
teach this nonsense.
Let me ask you a random question. This is a sidebar from our topic and theme here today. When you have people that are on your team, like they're already on your team somewhere in your downline, and they're adding you as a friend, do you accept them?
It depends. It really does depend. Once again, this goes to me to that I'm building
I have a theory
relationships.
on this, which is why I asked.
I build relationships with people going in the same direction as me. So if I see that you're building and you're running with me and we're going to be having back and forth and we're going to actually be working together, yes. Otherwise, why are they taking up a sales position?
Yeah, exactly. That's you said two keywords there, sales position, and that's how I look at it. I'm trying to with my new account here, with my old account, it was just I mean, I had it for 15 plus years, so um I'm trying to just add leads. I want to add leads as friends. And again, if I have, someone who's just like, like you said, the company ad, that hasn't made a sale ever and they want to, add me as a friend, no, that's not someone who I'm going to accept. I want, if there's someone who's running and they're working and they're putting in the grind and they're building, sure. Okay. I get that. I'll do that. But for me, with how I'm approaching this new Facebook account, I'm literally just adding friends as leads. I'm going to the network marketing pros and all these other network marketing influencers, and I'm going to their pages and their you know commenters and their likers and everyone and engage anyone who's engaging on their content. Those are the people that I'm adding, and those are my leads. So I'm trying to build my lead list, not trying to build my friend list. I'm trying to build my lead list. That's how I'm doing it.
So on that specific note, that I have built my friends list to 5,000 friends 7 times. So that's over 30,000. What is that? 35,000 people.
Mm-hmm.
So I built right now. I'm at 4,200 and some again. My goal is to build it and let those people sit there a while, and then I use a tool and I'll delete 2 to 3,000 people in a day or two. I'll go through and have this tool wipe out, people who've just been sitting there, no interaction, no
Yep.
no nothing, drop it all the way back to 1,000 2,000 people, and then add another 3,000 people from those groups and from those lists. And then I've done this over and over and over and over again, because I'm not trying to have a bunch of people just sitting in my friends list. That's the
Mm-hmm.
prospect list. That is the people your followers are good. By the way, did you guys know that when you unfriend somebody, they stay a follower?
Mm-hmm.
You just unfriend them and they stay a follower. People do it to me all the time. I'll look at a profile and be like, why am I following you? And as soon as I see that I'm not your friend and I'm following you, I'm just unfriend. or
Yep.
unfollow, because I don't want to do the same thing. I don't want to sit on their follow list.
Yep.
I'm not going to be buying their thing.
It is the exact equivalent of hanging on to an email subscriber that never opens an email. It's a vanity metric. It looks super cool on paper. Good for you. You have 100,000 followers. But if only 1,000 of those 100,000 subscribers open an email, you really only have 1,000 subscribers. So it's, you got
We
to get rid of
are
the dead weight.
in Facebook in particular. We are at a crossroads because Facebook's algorithm sucks balls, if I can say that.
I
It
think that's a
is
fair assessment.
it is the worst algorithm in the social space, and this is why posting and praying is awful. Because if you have 100,000, okay, look at this. Go look at Eric Worre. Go to Network Marketing Pro.
Mm-hmm.
He has over
2
almost
million.
2 million followers.
Yep.
Dude has 2 million followers. If he makes a post, he only gets about 50,000 likes, 50,000
Oh, not
maybe.
even.
That's what I'm saying. Some
Yeah.
outrageously low number. It can be 1 to 5% of your followers see your stuff in Facebook. It
Uh-huh.
is the worst algorithm there is today.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we can do about it except keep teaching people to stop trying to run ads on their Facebook page, like on
Yeah.
their personal page. Stop making your posts about your business.
Well, a perfect example, and this can kind of slide us into another topic today, which is video etiquette. We mentioned that earlier. I'll pull it up right here. I just started about a month ago or whenever it was. Where the heck did it go? A brand new TikTok account.
Oh,
There it is. Brand new TikTok account. And I'm already at, and this I'm maybe 4 weeks ago, maybe. Um, I'm already at 1,600 followers. Brand new Facebook account. I started that months ago. Maybe what month are we in now? I started that back in May, June, somewhere around there. So it's been a few months. That's at 499. My brand new TikTok account, which is 4 weeks versus 4 months, is 1,600 followers. Much easier to build an audience on TikTok than it is on Facebook. That's just my 2 cents. Um, but Curry,
because
I know
you're
you had
creating
mentioned.
content that people can see you and know you and like you and trust you because they're listening to your voice. They're
Mhm.
hearing, they're seeing whatever
And
content
they
you're
don't give a shit
creating.
what I'm doing this weekend.
They don't. They're just going to click. Hey, I like this guy. I'm going to follow this guy. I like this
Exactly.
guy. I'm going to follow this guy. I like this guy. I'm going to follow this guy.
Uh huh.
It's. I think video is. I think for the next 5 to 10 years, because of the TikTok growth, and I think what's going to happen, the gig economy that others were talking about this last 2 or 3 years is now entirely in TikTok. Entirely. Like YouTube's still great for how to do things and creating some long form content, but TikTok is where it's at.
Yeah.
And
YouTube is more of
I
a
am,
search engine.
oh my gosh, man, I am loving creating daily content on that. And part of the journey of that is you better be consistent. TikTok's algorithm rewards consistency.
Hmm.
They reward it. And how
Yep.
do they reward it? They get your content in front of a lot more people if they see that you're playing in their platform.
Yeah. I had I had one. I'm gonna shift over to, not that you guys can see it, but I'm gonna shift over to popular. I have one video. Um, and this is the crazy part about, could you do this on Facebook? Much less likely to happen. But um, I have one video on TikTok that has over 600,000 views. That probably gained me, I don't know how many hundreds of followers, but a lot. Um, I mean, that's literally all it takes is one video to go crazy, to get some massive growth, to get some sales, to get your name out there. It could be one video. And you're much more likely to do that on TikTok than say YouTube or Facebook. My 2 cents there. But
Well, once you get that access to live, live is where you grow massive numbers of followers.
mhm,
When I go live every single day, when I go live, I make 10 to 50 new followers every day
mhm,
just from that going live.
yeah,
And you don't even got to go on there. I'm not showing products and I'm not showing how to do stuff. I'm just sitting there talking. I'm just sitting there having conversations. And here's, oh my God, I'm going down another tangent. When you
it's kind of what
go
we do here.
live or you make video content, you need to make sure that you're posting whether it sucks or not. You're creating real life content because people want to see real life people. They don't want to see overly polished people. They want to see regular human beings that they can connect with that might be at the same place they are.
Hmm.
There's too many people that are like, well, I made a video, but I didn't have right the editing and the lighting, and I didn't have the sound right, and I didn't have all. It's like, create the content. Forget your content that you create is going to be overran in seconds. Create 2 to 3 videos a day, every day, and then just let them sit out there in the world.
Yep.
It's don't prejudge yourself.
Hmm.
Let other people judge you. Let other people, and then don't care what their judgment is. Just do the thing.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, we talked about haters and we talked about the negativity. That's if you ain't pushing hard enough, you're not getting that. If you're getting negativity, you know that you're pushing, which is good. It's a good indicator. It's a good
I did mess this up. We should be talking about the etiquette of video. I apologize.
hey, listen, we've already both gone off on tangents, so it happens. But there's no way that we could press record and then not go off on a tangent on something.
Right? We're just talking. Two
It's
dudes
just,
talking.
yeah. So speaking of TikTok, speaking of videos and etiquette, which is what we started off talking about today, um, you know, we'll talk about that now, Curry. What are your thoughts when it comes to, well, let's talk about TikTok videos specifically here. If you're making TikTok videos, what is the etiquette that you have in mind when it comes to putting yourself out there, doing the work, staying consistent, all those things?
I've witnessed people have massive growth over the last year. I mean, I'm talking
Yeah.
about having
In a
building
very short
teams.
amount of time.
I've got some people who've built teams of 50,000 people just using TikTok and duplicating this one thing. And all they're doing is getting in your face with curiosity.
Hmm.
I can't believe you're not doing this. They're starting their what do you call that thing? That what's the
The
thing that
hook?
catches you?
Talking
The
about the
hook.
hook?
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're
The first
they're
one to
they're
3 seconds,
throwing
the
this
hook.
hook of, I'm going to slap you right in the face with this information, but I'm not going to tell you what it is. I'm not going to
Yep.
tell you exactly what this is and give away my gold. I'm going to just beat you in the face,
I
catch your attention, and then lead you to my bio link.
uh
Like, this is all they do in every video, in hundreds of videos, is some of them are vulgar. Some of them are just vulgar, and I'm not that kind of guy, so it can't.
yep.
It's not me, but they're working, man. That hook
Well,
catches you.
you know what? There's a whole lot of truth to that because I have people in my comments all the damn time, almost daily, and they're like, "Why can't you just tell us what it is?" I'm like, I think to myself, because it's called marketing.
Yeah.
And you just prove my point because you're now engaging on my content, curious about what it is I was just talking about. But
And by the way, you can go to the link in the bio and learn all about it. Like, what in the world? Dude,
yeah.
I watch another marketer who's not in a network marketing company, and he does a veterans a
Mhm.
veterans business. And you probably know him. And I don't want to give him a shout out here. I love the guy, but I'm not going to. So he has a veterans business, and he absolutely has the most creative, like, veterans, you can do this. Veterans, here's how you can. Veterans, here it is. Veterans. And he still gets, well, what is it? Why do you make me go download the PDF? Why do you make me go do this thing? Why do you? And it's like, and then he's made a new business of creating reply videos to all these
Hmm.
why videos. And it's like, he's figured out this system. He's like, I'm going to keep feeding this. I'm just going to keep feeding people right back to the bio, right back to the bio, right back to the bio.
Yeah, I even give it away at the end of my video. I don't, not in the beginning, but I'll give it away in the end of my video. So it's like, let's talk about, we're talking about video etiquette, right? So let's talk about marketing formulas within videos. And this is kind of on topic here. So all marketing is, especially video marketing, is it's literally, you want to have a high performing video. It's just a formula, right? And the formula that I've been using for about 5 years now is a 4 point formula. You have your hook, you have your build up, right? Which is basically you're just adding on to the hook. And then you have your value. There's got to be some type of intriguement. What is in it for them? And then you have your call to action. What do you want them to do? Right? So hook, build up, value, call to action, right? 4 point formula. Write that down, make a note, comment it down below. Do whatever you want with it. I don't really care. But that's what I've been using and it works really, really well. So you deliver your hook, boom, right? And then for me, sometimes when I get to the CTA, the call to action at the end, I could go several different ways. Sometimes I'll say, if you want to know what this is, if you want more information on where to get this, comment the word blah, comment the word this, comment something, right? Or I'll say, DM me the word whatever it is. Or I'll go hit the link in my profile. Or you could say, I go to this link right here, and that's boom. That's when the link literally, and I'll use the pop up, and the link will bing, and I'll even make a little ding sound when I do it. So it's like blatantly obvious. If you want the information on this right here, what I just talked about, and I just piqued your interest on, go right there. And then people will still comment, well, why can't you just tell us what it is? I just told you to go right there. Do you want me to tell you to go do something else? Like, go there. If you want to know what this is, go right there. This is the phone, by the way. But if you want to know, go to the site.
It's so weird to me that you have a resource, you have a video, you have a thing that explains it, and you want to sit there and explain it before you send them to the thing that explains it. I'm sure I used to do this. I'm sure I used to verbally vomit. I'm sure I used to over explain. We all start
Mm-hmm.
at the beginning. But now it's like, I wouldn't tell you about my thing if you paid me to. Like, I wouldn't, I'm going to send you to the link
Mm-hmm.
because that explains it at the company level. They created the content, they created the tool, they created the resource.
Mm-hmm.
I don't got to do the thing
They did
because
the
I'm
work. Why
going to
should you have to
just,
do the work?
I just want to give you enough information to be curious, to go want more information.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I want to do. I don't want to go give it away.
So,
Now, I will say, if you ever visit one of our profiles, most of my content is now training. So most of my content talks about the thing, but it isn't because I'm trying to pitch people now. Even when I create pitching videos, it's curiosity.
mhm.
Even though they could look at my last 47 videos and go, we know exactly what he's doing. That's not the point. My pitch video is going to get in front of way different people than my training videos.
Mhm.
And it's just, that's the way it works really well for me.
People really need to understand the purpose. Now, picture hypothetically. I know it's just look at the shape. Picture this as a YouTube video or a full length video or a video on a page, right? The only point of someone watching a short form video on a phone, the only purpose is to get someone from here to here. That's it. You want to take someone from a short form video to a long form video. Period. End of story. Game over. The
Yeah, those
goal,
videos should be less than 2 minutes. Less than 2 minutes. 2 minutes is even
and
pushing it.
I will, this conversation could go down several different pathways right now. But I will say this, the little 10 to 15 second, like super curiosity videos are great.
Yeah.
But sometimes TikTok also does thoroughly enjoy those sometimes 2 minute, sometimes maybe a little longer, um, informational based videos. Still curiosity, still talking about and addressing problems, still following the same formulas, but you're maybe giving a little more information and expressing some more details in there, but still not giving it away. But TikTok does want to keep people on their channel, does want to keep people engaged in the content.
Well,
So,
as you're building your following in TikTok, you finally get invited to like the creator rewards program.
mhm,
And you only get paid for videos that are over 1 minute in length. For instance, I got a video that's 2.6 million views because it's a me wearing my Meta glasses and I'm doing a zip line over Fremont Street in Las Vegas, and it just blew up one day.
mhm,
Well, that video is 58 seconds long. I have not made one penny from any of my views on that video. And it would
yep,
have, if it would have been 2 seconds longer, it would have paid for the Vegas vacation and beyond. But
yep.
so I always tell people, make sure your videos sit there at least a minute. That's for the long term play. I like it.
Mhm. Yeah. Again, just when it comes back to, whether it be etiquette or formulas or whatever, just remember the purpose of the short form video is to get them to a long form video. You're not selling. You're curious, you're throwing the curiosity in there, you're aiming for engagement, you're trying to pique their interest and point them to the next piece of information. That's that's really it. So,
We ain't selling CDs on commercials on TV. We're not
no.
out here. We're literally trying to build a business, and
But
in this
wait, there's
business,
more.
yeah, in this business, it requires people learning how to do this business. It isn't just selling them a pack of goo and then just letting them be a customer. We're trying to build a network marketing company. At least
Mhm.
I thought that's what we're doing. Are we doing that still?
As far as I know, sounds like a good idea to me.
I'm not a big product sales guy. I'm not trying to sell you a product. I'm trying to build a team. That's where I live at. Products are great if you're going to sell products.
Yeah. So, when it comes to video etiquette, I think similar rules apply to messaging where you gotta land the plane. You got to, and I don't mean like land the plane like give away your product, but you gotta hit your points and you gotta practice, practice every single day, hitting those points and getting better at and crafting those points, crafting your videos and working on your formulas, working on your hooks. And when you're focused on those things, when you're working on those things, I know Curry has, any small creator, person who's just starting out, you can go from zero to hero in a very, very short amount of time as long as you're willing to go do the work. But go land the plane by putting in the work, you know. Don't worry about, I don't know, there's way too much to worry about, but it's just like we got to keep it simple here where, you just want to get to your points. You just want to go do the work every single day and follow the people that are out there, especially the ones that like were just like you, started from zero and are gaining a lot of traction. Go model that behavior. You know, there's way too much evidence and proof out there that people can do it. There's way too much proof. So, if you're sitting here
That
thinking,
regular people can do it.
yeah,
Single moms.
Yep.
Parents that have struggles, things that are going on in people's lives. Millionaires are still building network marketing companies. Yeah, it's like every level, somebody's doing it. Why can't you?
Hmm.
Every race, every country, uh, every age. There's teenagers building network marketing companies. Guys, you can do this.
Yeah. I got a guy who, you know, it, I love the guy to death, and I'm gonna be nice here, but like I watch him sometimes, and I was like, okay, I'm like, come on, like get to the point, get to the point, and then like we're doing a training, and we're like, go clone these videos, go clone these videos, and he goes and he clones the videos, and he had like 3 videos back to back, back to back of over like 700 or 800,000 views. And now they're up over 1 million. But at the time, this was like months ago, because he literally followed the formula to a T versus, trying to reinvent, trying to, do, I don't know, whatever. But it was just like, keep it simple, follow the formula, stick to the plan, just like I'm sure a lot of network marketing companies, a lot of teams, they have plans. Stick to the plan, stay consistent, put in the work, and the dude started popping sale after sale because he followed the plan, he followed the formula, he kept it simple, he stuck to the guidelines of what a video should be. It's pretty simple.
Sounds like it should work to duplicate winners. Like do what leaders do and you'll have what leaders have. That's has been taught for, I
Again,
don't
that's
know,
a simple phrase.
50 years.
That's a simple
Ridiculous.
phrase right there. So,
Hey,
Curry,
by
on
the
the
way,
note,
I think let's talk about next week. I would love. Oh, it was in my brain. It just fell out. It just fell out of my brain. Uh, we talked about etiquette. Dang it, Dan! I just literally had a brain fart and
what
had an
happens when
idea.
you get old, man? It's just,
Oh my god, this is ridiculous. All right, then I guess we're gonna talk about something else until I rethink about this, and I'll
yeah.
message you and tell you what I thought. But
The worst part is, it's like I'll be sitting here in the office. I'm like, oh, I got to go into the kitchen for a second. I get in the kitchen. I'm like, why did I come in here?
oh, dude, that's happening way too often.
I
You've been
know.
driving and drive right back past the place you've been driving. Like you have something that came into your brain and you just keep on going. Like I was taking my kids to school one day and I drove right past the school and they were like, "Dad, where are we going? We're going on vacation."
Let's go.
You don't know. We're not taking you to the stupid school anymore. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
you
sorry.
don't need it.
I'm going. I'm getting old. But yeah, I had another idea, but we'll get to it.
You'll be sitting on your couch like tonight, and all of a sudden I'll get a text. I'll be like, oh, that's what it was.
That's
So,
exactly what will happen.
episode 20, guys, in the books. Etiquette. Anything else on video etiquette? Are we good
I don't
there?
think so. I think we gave them enough to be dangerous.
Yeah.
Do the thing.
Just land the plane, guys. Land, especially when it comes to messaging. Land the plane. Don't be like those people. Just just land.
It's
Anyway,
Monday, Dan. What are you gonna do all week? How's your weekend plans, Dan? What's your weekend plans?
just stop it. Just stop. Just stop.
We're even friends, and I don't message you and go, "Hey, what's your weekend
Oh
plans?"
gosh, man.
Your own friends don't do this. Why do you do this to people?
You should I should I should record myself reading some of these messages, because it would be fun. I could make a TikTok video about that, because it would be a lot of swears, but like, here's a new message. Hey Daniel, how's it going? Shut up. Like, just land the plane. My gosh. So, episode 20 in the books, guys. If you made it to this point in the video, thank you. We're just rambling on at this point. Go ahead, smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Hit that bell icon. Maybe drop a comment. Maybe let us know what you want us to talk about next week or even the week after. And if Curry clears his brain fog, he'll reach out and let me know what we're going to do for next week as well. So, appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. For Curry, I'm Daniel. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Later.